edition here. So today we're going to be talking about Microsoft, PlayStation, and Nintendo, the Nintendo Switch. We're going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the most promising from each presentation. So if you guys are set, we can kick it off with Microsoft.
Yeah. Let's see here.
All right. Well, let's go ahead.
Halo
Microsoft.
What'd you think of Halo Infinite? It's another Halo. No.
We don't know anything about it. I mean, it's Halo, and Master Chief's probably going to be in it.
Probably.
That's kind of all we really know, as far as I know.
Yeah, cinematic trailer.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's once again another battle royale. They seem to focus a lot on the soldiers. Even more so than like Halo ODST or anything like that.
Mhm.
And you got a shot of a Spartan, and then they were like, oh yeah, by the way, you're on a Halo, coming out whenever.
Got to pan out.
Yeah, I'm just afraid it's going to be another multiplayer focused title. They mentioned that it's not Halo 6, but it takes place in the story, so I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't think I played the last Halo, so we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, I personally, I don't have an Xbox, and unfortunately, they didn't really announce anything to kind of lean me towards buying one, unfortunately. Cuphead looks dope. I've played Cuphead at a buddy of mine's house. The DLC for Cuphead, it's pretty cool, but they didn't really show anything too crazy to make me really want to go and pick one up. The best thing that I saw, it was going to be Cyberpunk 2077, and I mean, we really don't even have much information on that.
It's made by the same guys who did Witcher, so they're still kind of riding that those good vibes off of Witcher. Everybody has faith in them. And even then, I don't think it's an Xbox exclusive. I think it's for everybody.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not exactly exclusive. The only real exclusive, what exclusives did they have? Gears 5?
Yeah, Gears 5, Halo, and those are the only real big ones.
Yeah.
Because anything that's coming out of Microsoft is coming out on PC.
Yep.
Like you said, Cuphead, that I played it on Steam. And even then, the DLC isn't coming till 2019 again.
Right.
So it's going to be forever before we see this DLC. And I know it takes time with the art and everything, but still, it's waiting. It's all waiting.
Throw money at it.
What do you guys think about Gears 5? Were you drawn in by the trailer and the little presentation we got of it?
With the pop vinyls. Oh boy, no.
The pop game?
Okay, I was like, let's stop the pop vinyl mini movies. Like, no.
Right.
No. Stop making this a thing.
What about
That's Gears. It's more the same. If you want that over the shoulder, visceral action stuff, but
Yeah.
they haven't really done anything to kind of draw me to a new franchise, or not even a new franchise, to the old franchise.
I only ever watched my friends play Gears. I don't think I've ever actually picked up a controller and played Gears of War, but yeah, I could agree with Brian on that. So
Yeah, and it kind of seems like, at least from what I was hearing from other people, because I know a few people that are pretty diehard Gears fans, and they're kind of upset about the direction that they're going with like the storyline and everything, because they're kind of just like throwing new characters to the forefront. I know they want to make things fresh and stuff like that, but it's kind of almost like the Halo treatment, when they kind of like put Master Chief to the wayside, and everybody's like, dude, why are you doing that? Why do we need someone different? Just give us the characters that we know and love, and give us, a new scenario. But it is what it is. Another exclusive though is and I didn't catch much about this, but Battletoads. Do you think that's a pretty?
Microsoft owns Rare now, and that means Rare makes their games for them. And Battletoads is a Rare title, so all we got was like that quick, it's like, hey, Battletoads is coming, trust us, type moment. It'd be cool if it's kind of like the old school side scroller type stuff, but how big of a game could that be?
Very true.
Is it just going to be like a $20 downloadable title, or what?
Yeah, and I hope they don't softened it up as well, because Battletoads was actually really, really tough back in the day.
They showed in the trailer they had the I think they're like jet skis when they're going through the sewer, like that unbeatable level.
Yeah,
They showed those like smashing into a wall during the trailer, so it's a little tongue in cheek. They know what they're going for.
I mean, if they make it tough, it'll make it worth it. I probably see that as like maybe like a $20, maybe $30 title, maybe 40. They might be able to pull 40 out of it. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, yeah. Other than that, they showed a lot, but not really anything else was really exclusive. Now they claim that there's 15 exclusives, but if you kind of teeter it on the level of, well, what's except on PC as well, there's really, I can't, based off the list that I have here, I don't really see anything that's really truly exclusive. I mean,
it's not exclusive, but like they showed tons of good stuff. Like Cyberpunk looks great. Like we were talking, a lot of people are pumped for Division.
Devil May Cry looks pretty sick. Devil May Cry 5.
I have to look more into that. Like, are we continuing the reboot that we had previously with like the new Dante, or are we going back to the old one? It's Devil May Cry 5, not Devil May Cry 2. So
right. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah.
The Xbox One X enhanced games, like the trailer, like everything's better on Xbox, kids. But I thought that was a funny trailer. So.
Yeah, what do you guys think about the updated Game Pass? That was the one thing that I was like, oh, well, I'm not super hyped for the Game Pass, but the concept is pretty cool. Now there's, new titles you'll be able to get at launch and stuff like that. I think that's kind of cool. If you're the type of person that likes to try games out, you don't necessarily want to pay $60 for a game, every time a new game comes out. Maybe you just want to try it out. If you don't like it, download a different game. Thought that was pretty cool now with newer titles.
It's cool, it gets you some more value out of the system, but I don't think it's enough to purchase an Xbox One on its own.
Definitely not.
And that's right now. They're just trying to push me off my PlayStation, and I'm still asking why.
Like, what do you got for me other than saying you're adding games to the Game Pass that I already have on my PlayStation?
It's like launching with Fallout 4. Be like, cool. That's an older game now.
And it came out in like 2015.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think is the most promising out of everything that Microsoft showed?
Cyberpunk was presented at their conference, so I'll go for Cyberpunk. It's made by the same folks who made Witcher. It jumping into the future. Even I think Siri from The Witcher talks about it at the end. Spoilers. But yeah, like it's supposed to be, like the most promising game that I saw at Microsoft's conference.
I think, did they do the Jump Force trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I'm torn between that and Cyberpunk, but Jump Force looked really cool. It's just another fighter or whatever. I really like the cinematic, but they do that really well with a lot of games. They make it look all pretty for the trailer. So, How about you, Corey?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Cyberpunk is probably the most promising as well. Just because, that was the trailer that really drew me in throughout the entire presentation. Like the devs, they have The Witcher on their back, which is, an amazing game. So I have faith in that title. I think that's going to be the most promising. Out of the other games, I just want to mention the session game that they showed, the skateboarding game that's replacing Skate 4. Unfortunately, that's up in the air for me. We'll see. I'll have to see more about the title before I can say, I'm even really going to jump in. Like, I know I want to give it a shot, but I don't know if it's worth me getting an Xbox. I didn't hear anything about it being on any other platform, so I'm going to go off on a whim and say it's an exclusive. I'll have to look more into that, but I don't know if that is going to get me to get an Xbox, unless somehow they show some game mechanics of it, which, I feel like this game's going to come out sometime late next year. So if I get some more mechanics, if it's relatively close to Skate or something like that, maybe I'll give it a shot. But other than that, yeah, the only promising thing that I saw was gonna be Cyberpunk 2077. So
I mean, they've got a few others out there. You know, they're continuing their Tomb Raider series
yeah,
with the reboot. We're getting a third one of those. We Happy Few, they showed a good deal of stuff there, but I mean, like, that game's been out for a little while. I realized it didn't really have a story mode. It was mostly just kind of like a roguelike. But, you know, they're trying to push that Bioshock kind of feel that they had when it originally came out. Other than that, you know, it's a lot of ports I'm seeing here, too, on my list. You know, like Tales of Vesperia, like that came out in like 2012-ish. You know, and I know it's coming forward, but did we really need an announcement at E3 for it?
Yeah. Nothing quite to justify that giant price tag right now.
$200 roughly.
What, for the X model or whatever?
I think you can get like an S for like 200. I'm not sure.
Like I'm going all the way to the top. I ain't buying old stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, you go to the top. You're looking at like 500ish.
Yeah, you know, I'm buying old console.